I want to marry you. You think I'm saying those words because I'm blinded by you, but no. I'm perfectly aware. Aware of your darkness, your stubbornness, your fire. I don't want the perfect version of you. I want the version that fights back, that hides, that tests me. I want the girl who runs, yet always looks over her shoulder to see if I'm still following. I want to marry that you, because what kind of king would I be if I only wanted the crown and not the chaos that comes with it? You think distance makes you safe from me? I feel you even when you're not here. I feel you in the air, in the silence, in the quiet hours of the night when the world sleeps and I'm still awake, thinking, planning, wanting. You left the room, but your presence clings to these walls like a forbidden perfume. I talk to you even when you can't hear me, but I know you feel it, the pull, the madness, the truth in my voice. You think you're just a girl? No, you're the storm that swallowed my kingdom, the shadow that walked into my life like a threat. You took my peace and replaced it with obsession. And I want to keep it that way. I don't want calm, I want you. Your fire, your resistance, your poison on my lips. I want to marry you because I know no one else could handle the intensity of what lives inside me. You think love should be light, safe, tender. I don't. Love is war. Love is a wound you keep pressing just to feel something real. Love is me telling you that even when you run, I'll hunt you. Even when you hide, I'll find you. Because what kind of love is it if it doesn't break every rule, every law, every boundary just to exist? You don't have to say yes today. You don't even have to believe me. You can ignore my messages, pretend you don't feel the same heat beneath your skin. Lies are easy, denial is comforting. But one day, even if it's years from now, you'll hear my words again. I want to marry you, and you'll understand. They were never a question, they were a promise. You don't see me standing here, but I see you everywhere. You're my madness, my addiction, my curse. And I accept it. No, I worship it. I don't want a polite love. I want the kind that keeps me awake, that tears apart every version of sanity I ever had. You are not a choice. You are a fate. Mine, I want to marry you, not because I'm good, but because I'm yours. Because you already live inside the darkest corners of my mind. Because every road I take leads to you. And because, whether you like it or not, one day you will stand before me and I will say it again. I want to marry you. You think you're safe just because you're not here, but distance means nothing to me. I don't need your presence to feel your pulse. I don't need your voice to hear the echo you left behind. I talk to your absence like it's an altar. Every word I whisper is a vow you haven't heard yet, but you will, because the world is not big enough to hide you from me. I am not a man who lets go. I'm the kind who waits, who watches, who knows that what's his always finds its way back, no matter how far it runs. You keep pretending you don't feel it, that strange pull in your chest, that restless edge in your breaths when you think of me. You try to drown me out with noise, with people, with distractions, but I live in the quiet moments, in the split second when someone speaks my name and your eyes betray your reaction. In the nights when you wake up at 3 a.m. without knowing why. That's me. My shadow is stitched into your thoughts. You can't unfeel what I've already set on fire inside you. You think I'm dangerous, and you're right. But what you don't understand is you're the one who made me this way. I wasn't always like this. I didn't always speak like a storm or walk like a threat. But you fed something in me without knowing it. You fed the parts of me that don't sleep, that don't forgive, that don't forget it. And now I walk this world with one truth carved into my bones, you. You made me hungry, you made me ruthless, you made me yours. You don't want a man like me, You want something gentle, clean, safe, someone who fits your version of right. But tell me, will that man burn the world to reach you? Will he know every version of your darkness and still stay? Will he tear through every lie you tell just to feel your truth? I doubt it. Me? I'll ruin kingdoms just to touch your hand. I'll rewrite fate just so you can say my name with something other than fear. You don't need safe. You need real. And I am the most real thing that has ever happened to you. You once told me love shouldn't hurt, that it shouldn't feel like surrender. But I disagree. Love is surrender. Love is letting someone walk into your mind and reorganize everything without asking permission. Love is letting someone become the reason you breathe and the reason you can't. You hurt me every day, even miles away. But I don't want the kind of love that leaves me unchanged. I want the kind that leaves marks, and you're the only one who can scar me right. You think I'll move on? That the world will give me something softer, something easier? But that's the problem. I don't want ease. I don't want soft. I want the woman who walked into my life like a lightning strike and didn't apologize for it. I want the match that sparked the fire in me. I want the war, not the peace. And if loving you means burning, I'll burn forever. Better ashes with you than gold without you. You may not hear me right now. You may not even believe that I mean every word. But when the world quiets and you're alone with your thoughts, you'll remember me. My voice, my madness, my promise. I don't need you to choose me today. I don't need you to love me yet. Just know this. I'm not going anywhere. I'm not letting go. You are my curse, my vow, my battle. And I will wait until every fear of yours turns into longing for me. You keep pretending as if you don't hear me, as if you're untouched by every word I throw into your silence. But I know better. You're too clever not to understand. You feel it, the tension in the air, the gravity we share. You run, you hide, you distract yourself with shallow voices and hollow laughter. But underneath it all, you wait for my words. You wait for the next time I come back into your mind like a shadow no light can chase away. You may lie to yourself, but not to me. You say you want control, that you want power over your own heart. But why does your voice shake when you speak of me, even in anger? Why do your eyes search the room as if I could appear at any moment? Because deep down you crave this, the unpredictability, the danger, the claim that makes your pulse race. I am not your safe choice. I am the choice that destroys everything you thought you needed. But you crave destruction more than you admit. You crave me. You think I want you for who you pretend to be. The strong, unbreakable you. The quiet, distant you. But I see what you hide. I see the fragile places you only show in shadows. I've memorized every lie you've used to keep the world at a distance. And I didn't run. I didn't flinch. I want the parts you hate. I want your scars, your secrets, your fears. I want the real you, the you that terrifies you to reveal. Because I don't just love what shines, I love what bleeds. You can throw any excuse at me, timing, distance, destiny, but none of it changes what's already written. You are the thread woven into my existence. You are the aftertaste in every breath I take. When I close my eyes, I don't see the world. I see you standing there, somewhere between threat and salvation. I don't need your permission to feel this. And whether you accept it or not, you're already the center of everything I want. People talk about love as if it is gentle, sacred, soft. They don't understand the kind that doesn't ask for permission, the kind that arrives like a storm and leaves you gasping for air. That's what you've made of me. That's what we are. Not a fairy tale, not a calm prayer. We are the wildfire no one can control. We burn too bright to be anything but doomed. And yet, Here I am, willing to burn. I know you tell yourself this will fade, that one day I'll forget your voice, that someone else will replace you. But you're wrong, and you know it. You made a home in the darkest corners of me, and no one else even knows those places exist. You carved your name into the parts of me I never showed the world. So no, this won't fade, not in this lifetime, not in the next. I'm not asking you to love me back, not yet. I'm simply asking you to stop pretending you're not affected. Stop pretending your heartbeat doesn't change when you remember my words. Stop pretending you don't feel this war inside yourself. I'm already fighting my half of it. Fight yours, or surrender. Either way I win, because I've already claimed every part of you that matters. You think silence can protect you from me, but you don't understand. I don't need your words to hear your truth. I hear it in every breath you take when my name crosses your mind. I feel it in the nights where you stare at the ceiling, questioning your sanity, wondering if I'm still thinking of you. I always am. Every quiet moment in your life has my shadow in it. Whether you admit it or not, you can hide your face, but you can't hide the way your soul calls for me when no one is watching. You are the bruise I press just to feel something. The wound I reopened on purpose. I don't want healing, not if it means losing the pain of you. I've tasted the kind of love that feels safe, and it was nothing but silence. Nothing but empty promises wrapped in pretty lies. You're different. You're the flame that melts the metal around my heart, the chaos I feel alive in. I don't want peace where I can't feel your fire. I want the kind of love that scars me every time I touch it, and yet I can't stop reaching for it. You think I don't see your fear, the way you guard your heart like a fortress, the way you pretend my words don't get under your skin. But I know you better than you'd ever admit. I know the part of you that wants someone to fight for you, the part that wants someone to claim you in a way that makes your knees weak. You act like you don't want it, but that's only because you've never been given love like war. And I am the battlefield waiting for you to step in. You keep expecting me to get tired, to walk away, to forget you, but obsession doesn't fade, it grows, it sharpens. Every day without you, the urge to drag you back into my orbit becomes stronger. I replay every moment, every glance, every silent conversation between us. You're not just a memory, you're a scar carved into time, a mark on my very existence. There's no version of reality where I stop wanting you. Not when my hunger for you is the one thing that makes me feel alive. You call me intense, dangerous, possessive, and every time you say it, your voice trembles in a way that betrays you. You want someone who claims you, who looks at you and sees no one else. You want someone who speaks to your darkness and doesn't flinch. That someone is me. I don't love lightly, I don't love halfway. When I choose someone, it's with every bone, every breath, every wild broken part of me. And if that scares you, good. It should. Because my love was never meant to be gentle. You hide behind your walls like I don't have the patience to break them. But I will, brick by brick, lie by lie. I will tear down every shield you built to keep the world from seeing who you really are. And when you're standing there, bare, furious, trembling, I'll be the only one who doesn't look away. I'll be the only one who knows how to hold you without asking you to shrink. I don't want you smaller. I want you raw, untamed, the version of yourself you try to lock away. I'm not asking for permission to feel this. I'm not asking for your approval. I'm telling you what already is. You can deny it, run from it, bury it under 1,000 lies, but it will still be there. The truth is simple. You belong to me in ways neither of us can explain, in ways that aren't logical, safe, or sane. And whether you accept it now or later, one day you'll face me. One day you'll stand in front of me, unable to hide, unable to run. And you'll finally understand. You were mine long before I said it out loud. You think disappearing will make you forget me? But I've become the thought that lingers in your blood. You try to distract yourself with noise, but every quiet moment betrays you. Your mind drifts back to me like it's addicted to the damage. You don't say it, but I feel it. The longing, the unwanted chills. You can change your number, your city, your life, but none of it will silence the echo of what we are. You are haunted, and you know exactly who the ghost is. You're scared of what I make you feel, aren't you? Not because it's wrong, but because it's real. You're used to being in control, to keeping your heart locked behind unbreakable walls. But I climbed them, I bled on every stone, and now that I'm inside, you don't know how to push me out. You don't know how to stop wanting the one person you swore you never would. You call me poison, and yet you drink me in every night in your thoughts. You tell yourself it's just obsession. That one day it will vanish like smoke, but obsession doesn't fade when it's rooted in truth. It becomes deeper, sharper, more demanding as time passes. You feel it in the way no one else satisfies you, in the way every other voice sounds empty compared to mine. You've tasted something more than love. You've tasted destiny. And that taste doesn't leave even if you run from it. You think I don't see the war inside you, but I do. I see the girl who wants to surrender, the one whose breath shortens when my voice fills her mind. And I see the girl who stands guard at her own heart, refusing to bow. Both of them are mine. I want your scars and your strength, your hesitation and your hunger. You don't need to choose which version of you I love. I want them all. I want the chaos of you. You believe that love should be gentle, but I never promised you gentle. I promised you truth. I promised you intensity. I promised you a place in my madness. I don't want to hold your hand in the light. I want to pull you into the dark and make you feel safe there. I want to be the one who understands your silence, not the one who tries to fix it. I don't want your perfect smiles. I want your broken whispers. I want the you the world doesn't get to see. You think my love is a trap, and you're right. It is. A beautiful, unescapable trap built around your pulse. You walked into it the moment you looked at me, and I locked the door with a single thought, mine. You can fight it, deny it, scream against it, but you'll always know the truth. I don't just want your love. I want your surrender. I want the part of you too wild for anyone else to hold, and I won't stop until I have it. So run if you must. Pretend you don't feel the pull. Hide behind your pride. But every path you take will end in the same place, right back where you started. With my words in your veins, my memory under your skin. I am the danger you crave and the answer you fear. And one day, without warning, you'll stop running. You let the war end, and you look me in the eyes, knowing two things: you never escaped me, and you never truly wanted to. You keep trying to convince yourself that this connection is temporary, that what you feel is just some trick of distance and emotion. But deep down, you know better. You feel it in the stillness, in the way your heart speeds up when you imagine me speaking your name. You can lie to the world and pretend I'm nothing more than a mistake, but you can't lie to yourself. You feel me, like a pulse beneath your skin, like a burning prayer you never say out loud. You say I scare you. You say what we have feels too intense, too uncontrollable, but you forget I'm scared too. I'm terrified of how much power you have over me, and yet I don't run. I let it consume me. I let it brand me. Because what is love if not surrender to the fire that chooses you? I could build walls around my soul, I could shut out the world, but I'd still hear your voice in the silence.